Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. About a video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're of course discussing some NFL news. You know, got a lot of things going on. Look at the NFL Combine. A lot of the big defensive linemen are really showing out the most. We're seeing, of course, James Pierce going out there, showing out, Shamar Stewart, and they're looking at everybody's stuff, you know, Landon Jackson, different individuals, these big defensive ends and the edge rushers, these big players are going to be up front. You know, they're going to go out there and make some plays. Kenneth Grant, and Mason Graham. So we're going to see a lot of D linemen taken probably early in the draft. Receivers in this draft is very deep as well. Mike Ibuka is going up a lot of people's ranks as well. He's a phenomenal receiver. Luther Burden, of course, T-Mac as well, and all the different individuals that they have around there. So we're going to see a lot of different players, you know, hey, get moved up. And, you know, the draft always crazy. You know, you always expect one thing to happen, but things different. They always change. Because the Falcons, remember last year, they signed Kirk Cousins in the offseason, and they went to the draft, and they traded up in the draft to take Michael Penix Jr. Nobody expected that. We thought they would probably just go out there and maybe get another edge rusher or add another piece or something, and went out there and add the quarterback. So sometimes you can see some crazy things happen. Sometimes teams look at a guy that they love a lot and be like, you know what? I'm willing to give up this capital to go up there and get that player. So we're going to see a lot of that happen. I don't think my Steelers going to do that. The last time we traded up in the draft was for, I think, Devin Bush. That might have been the last one we traded up for. Like a big one to get. No, Roderick Jones. Roderick Jones was the last one, I think. Traded up a few spots to get him. Devin Bush, we traded up a lot to get him as well. It didn't work out too well. Roderick Jones still playing pretty solid for us. He moved back to original spot, so we'll see how that goes. But I wonder who will go first. Let me know down below what you think, who's going first in the draft. Is it going to be Travis Hunter? The Titans will go Travis Hunter? Or would they go, hey, quarterback, Cam Ward, strong arm, amazing player, can see the field very well, attack the middle of the field at a high level too? Or Shedeur Sanders as well, like that. A nice player, good footwork and stuff, good touch on the football, good accuracy as well. So we kind of see exactly where they lie a little bit too as well. So, but one thing for sure, whoever team gets a quarterback, make sure you add pieces to receiver room, and make sure you add pieces, you know, to the O-line as well, because you have to have your young quarterback out there get protected as well. Because we've seen a lot of instances where they bring in, of course, a lot of different quarterbacks in. They don't prepare the quarterback. The transition would be easy if you have like all the pieces around them. Get him a top tier receiver, add him weapons and stuff as well. Get a run game, get an O-line so everything's solid. Look what the Commanders did. They didn't have every piece right, but the O-line was solid. And they had, of course, top receiver in Terry McLaurin. You know, Scary Terry is very good. And then they had a few running backs, Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson. So you had different individuals who can go out there, and Jaden Daniels had a little help around that. You had veterans like Ertz and stuff as well. So they had pieces around him, so it was easy for him to transition. And you know, he played a lot of games at college already, but LSU and won a Heisman Trophy, so it was easy for him to transition to the NFL and play at a high level like he played. So we need to see, of course, more of that happen like that. Follow that formula, add pieces around your guy, so when he comes to the NFL, it'll be easier for him to transition. Because a lot of coaches don't really do that. They try to throw the guy to the fire, just throw him out there and think the quarterback was going to save the day. Sometimes it can happen. You know, we've seen Andrew Luck and, like I mentioned, Jaden Daniels and the different individuals who come out their first year, go crazy. Big Ben went 15-1, but structure. They all had structure. Andrew Luck had structure, had pieces. T.Y. Hilton, different individuals. He had pieces out there. You look at Jaden Daniels, like I mentioned earlier, pieces. Big Ben, that great defense the Steelers had. Like, you had pieces around you and stuff as well. So you have structure, you have pieces around you, make it easier for the guy to transition and shoot out of a cannon and go out there and play. So we're going to see exactly what happens, who's going first. Maybe an edge rusher as well. Abdul Carter is a name that's been popping on everybody's list. Maybe going first to the Titans. They can definitely use a piece like that. An edge rusher can get to the quarterback. Like I mentioned many times on this channel, there's three things. Three things that you need to win. And that's somebody can get to the quarterback, whether it's one or a lot multiple people that you have to get to the quarterback. A quarterback, of course, that's good or elite. And, of course, you need O-line. You have to have that. You cannot win in the trenches on offense or defense. You're not going to win the game like that. And if you don't have a quarterback, you're not going to win either like that. The people who are close to the football impact the game the most. Of course, you know the receivers do what they do, the running backs do what they do, and the cornerbacks, the safeties, linebackers, all that stuff. But the people who are closest to the football impact the game the most. So the O-lineman, the D-lineman and stuff as well, and the quarterback. Those guys impact the game a lot like that because you're able to do different things, but you can have all this stuff. Like the Eagles had all three. You had a quarterback, a good quarterback in Jalen Hurts. You also had, of course, a good O-line as well. And you also had, of course, a good D-line as well, too, So you're able to do a lot of things, and you see them winning the Super Bowl, of course. So if you follow that formula, you have a road to success. Then move on to the next topic, though. The next topic is, of course, discussing some Matthew Stafford. As you guys know, Matthew Stafford reached an agreement with the Rams to restructure his contract, so he will be heading back to the Rams. Of course, we know he was his name again circulating around a lot, and you know the agents are very smart in doing that. The agents, they go out there and say, hey, You know, we're gonna put your name in these little rumors and reports, contact different teams around to kind of get the name stirred up a little bit and get the kind of like the price rising a little bit. We've seen the Steelers in talks, the Giants that would say they're reportedly in talks and interested in Matthew Stafford, the Raiders. We see Tom Brady flew him out there, you know, to Montana and stuff like that. You see he was skiing with Tom Brady, having fun with Tom Brady. He was talking to him and discussing different things with him in different scenarios. So he's seen all that happen. Then the Rams say, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a contract extension and let's bring him back. So they're bringing back, of course, Matthew Stafford. And as you guys know, the Rams always a competitive team. They won a Super Bowl a few years back, 2022, I think, 2021, 2022 versus the Bengals. So they are a very competitive team. They made the playoffs last year and the year before that as well too. You know, Puka Nakua there. Cooper Kupp might be on the move. We'll see exactly what happens. But they do a good job in drafting. You know, their GM, he traded a lot of their draft picks away to get those top pieces that helped them win that Super Bowl, and they won it. And still able to draft good guys. You look at the who was the guy? It was what's his name? It was the D lineman rookie. I forgot his name. It was Kobe, right? Was it Kobe? Was it? It was somebody like that. But the D lineman rookie they had who finished in the defensive rookie of the year race and played phenomenal his rookie season. And Puka Nakua was like a 5th round pick, right? 5th or 6th round pick. You got Kyron Williams, different individuals. So they were able to add different guys around like that and still draft and do a good job. So the Matthew Stafford and the Rams are going to be still competitive for a long time. They're the only team that actually came close to beating the Eagles in the playoffs as well. You know, it came down to one last little play. You look at, of course, the Packers got blown out. Commanders got blown out. Chiefs got blown out. The Rams only lost about, 3 points, I think. So they was the only team that come close to beating them as well. So there's a team that's very competitive, have a great coach, great system over there, doing good things as well. So we'll see how things shape out for them. Let's move on to the next topic, of course. We're discussing some free agency stuff. It's a lot of different free agents out there, like that. A lot of different guys and stuff. DJ Reed is one of the guys too as well from the Jets. He definitely should have a lot of different people coming to him, trying to get him added on. You're gonna see a lot of different guys out there. Who was another person? Kirk Cousins is a situation that he could be a free agent, but we'll see if they release him or not. Because Michael Penix Jr., they're most likely going to roll with him. So Kirk Cousins probably could be on the move. Jay Alexander may be on the move as well. So free agency going to have a lot of trades and also free agent signing, because Stephon Diggs is a free agent as well. He come off an ACL tear, but he still have a highly rated name. Will the Cowboys bring him in? Cowboys need a receiver on the other side of them. And, you know, of course, Stephon Diggs' brother, Trayvon Diggs, played there as well at a high level too. So you have both of those guys. Maybe they like lure him in a little more, but Jerry Jones is a little cheap. So we'll see what happens. Najee Harris, you know, Steelers own Najee Harris will be a free agent. We'll see the Steelers resign him back. They have a period of time where they can maybe re-sign him. So we'll see what happens with that. If not, he'd be a free agent, and a lot of different individuals around. There's those trade rumors as well, like Myles Garrett, the name that's been circulating around. Let's say the Browns are very hesitant. They're unwilling to trade him. But hey, if the guy went out, he won out like that. Myles Garrett gave the Browns everything he got. One of the defensive player of the year there, multiple-time All-Pro there as well. A phenomenal player, but it's just like you get tired of rebuilding every time. You want to be a part of a team and a franchise, and the culture and the structure is actually there like that. You don't want to keep starting over fresh, different coaches, different system, different players every single time like that. Being like bottom feeders of your division. So he want to go out there and play for a top level team. He want to play for the Lions or play for the Eagles. Eagles probably could make a move like that. The Eagles make a lot of moves like that in general. They do crazy things and add pieces. That's how you stay good and stay on top. Of course, you want a Super Bowl, yes. You can roll it back with the people you got, but you also could always upgrade. And they have opportunity to upgrade with Myles Garrett. They can just bring him in maybe. The draft picks are kind of meaningless a little bit because like, hey, we already got guys who got us the Super Bowl already. So take the draft picks away, bring in Myles Garrett, and hey, you see what happens. But that's kind of all I got for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.